Dude, that bomb killed me? Welcome to the afterlife. When you walk through that gate, you go to hell. I'm from the Gaza Strip. How bad could it be? Oh shit, you're from Gaza? When you walk through that gate, you get reincarnated back in your childhood bed. No! On my planet, there are rumors that the most contested land on Earth is the Gaza Strip. But when I saw this land for my own eyes, I thought, you gotta be kidding me! Humans kill each other over this? What's going on here? This is not a war between two equals. Israel drops chemical weapons and a vast array of bombs against untrained civilians throwing rocks. Untrained civilians throwing rocks? Interesting, because my camera picked up Hamas launching thousands of rockets to annihilate Israel's existence. The only way they're throwing rocks is if this is the X-Men. Yeah, it's Gambit. He just threw a playing card and a pebble and it bursts into flames. I don't even understand the basics. Can you put this fighting into context? Hamas is a resistance group that launches dingy homemade rockets into Israel. Israel then responds by dropping real bombs into Gaza made by multinational corporations with billions of dollars in American aid. So to summarize your argument, you think the violence is disproportionate. Right, nearly 50,000 Palestinian homes have been destroyed by Israel. You know how many Israeli homes have been destroyed by Hamas's rockets? Less than 100, and that's counting minor damage on people's roofs. More Jewish condos have been ruined by Lehman Brothers bankruptcy than all of Hamas's arsenal. In fact, if Hamas wants to do real damage, they should form a bank. Did Hamas launch more dingy homemade fireworks? Even worse, they loaned me money, but I don't understand the payment plan. We're getting evicted. Fireworks? Are you kidding me? Hamas uses a type of steel artillery rocket that nobody's pulling out at your local 4th of July BBQ. But if it is a firework, then it's illegal under international law because you can't indiscriminately target civilians. Unless you're telling me that somehow, that far away, Hamas can aim at specific military sites. In that case, they should have started the 1999 movie, October Sky.
On the fire, the best that we could do was 1.2 miles, which is exactly where we found that rocket, Mr. Turner. See, Mr. Turner, that rocket fell for about 14 seconds, which means that it flew to an altitude of 3,000 feet. According to the equation, S equals 1/2 AT squared, where S is the altitude, A is the gravity constant, or 30.
The innocent people can't even leave, so Gaza is an outdoor prison. It's not a prison just because they can't enter Israel. Is Mexico a prison? Look, they want to leave. Israel put a blockade on all boats and planes leaving or coming from the Gaza, and Egypt blocked off the border, so they can't import or export anything. That sounds just like Mexico. I'm trying to remember, what's it called when someone can't leave as punishment? If Gaza isn't a prison, then Guantanamo Bay is a water park. Can you be more specific on why you feel it's a prison? There's giant fences to contain people inside Gaza, and Israeli snipers gun down anyone who approaches, even if they're a peaceful protester. Israel's like, this land is ours. But please, I need you to stay. I'm lonely without you. First of all, they've been told 100 times that they can't approach the border. And second, I'm disputing your definition of peaceful protest. Yeah, I was throwing flaming petrol bombs, but it was for exercise. I mean, do you even fund Palestinian gyms? So the next time the IRS show up to tax me, I'll just reply, I'm peacefully protesting. What about this footage of a protester who's running away from the fence and was shot in the back? Ooh, he's trying to annihilate Israel. He's got a tire. Come on. He looks like he's trying to call AAA because he has a flat. What's your excuse for this? Oh, we didn't kill him. It was a different shooter across the grassy knoll. You can't trust CNN footage. On Fox News, they clearly explained how these protesters were lighting the tires on fire.
They set tires on fire. That gives off a thick black smoke. That gives them then some sort of cover to try to rush the fence.
Is Fox News lying? Let's use more neutral Associated Press footage. Your version of the story makes zero sense. The Palestinians are so concerned that they might get a flat tire with cars that they don't have that they carry loads of extras, but so unconcerned that they light them on fire. As a liberal, aren't you concerned about the effects of daily and continuous tire burnings on climate change? So the next time you hear a Palestinian was killed by an Israeli sniper, just think, he saved a polar bear. You're right, I regret using that footage. When I had this better footage of an Israeli sniper in ecstatic joy about killing a Palestinian just standing around.
וואי, זה סרטון! יש! בן של זונה. איזה סרטון, הנה, תרוצו לפנות אותו. בטח שצילמתי את זה.
Hold on, is this a leaked video? Nope, the Israeli snipers posted on social media to brag. They act so happy about it, you'd think it was Black Ops Call of Duty footage.
וואי, זה סרטון! יש! בן של זונה. איזה סרטון, הנה, תרוצו לפנות אותו.
Why do they even protest in the same region as the fence if they know it's forbidden? These people have no other means to reach the outside world. It's totally backwards that Israel took their land, then imprisoned them. If this is the way that the international community treats things, then why wouldn't every criminal just ask to be tried at the UN? Anthony Weiner, you are under arrest. We're hauling you off to jail. But I requested a retrial at the United Nations. Oh, this is a UN case? In that case, let's jail the women that he texted. You imbecile! I don't give one diddly squat if you make fun of Anthony Weiner. And while his texts were horrible, those women should have complained. He's texting me liberal policies. And you're twisting the situation because the blockade exists to stop Hamas from getting the supplies to make rockets. Wrong. The security argument is total propaganda because the blockade goes well beyond just the things used for arms. Unless, of course, you think Hamas can weaponize women's pantyhose. Hamas is doing fat acceptance in women's pantyhose? Ah, it's burning the corneas of my eyes. Make it stop. I'll give you Jerusalem. They say you're more likely to go to prison in America with a black name. But Palestinians would say, what? You got a trial? I was just born into prison. Before they executed you, you got a last meal. Bitch, I'm starving! I long to be an oppressed minority in America. Musician Roger Waters calls on people at his concerts to boycott Israel economically. First of all, Roger Waters' concerts are sponsored by Citigroup, the biggest genocider of all time. So you're saying, I can't have any border security while I allow African genocide money. And secondly, the left-wing media is distorting your perception to think that throwing Molotov cocktails, petrol bombs, and lighting tires on fire is peaceful resistance. So it's ironic that Pink Floyd criticizes the enforcement of a wall. How can you deny that Gaza is an ethnic prison? There's no hot water, there's no real medical care, there's no electricity. Even the Amish economy is more advanced. Hi, and welcome back to the Fake News Show. I'm here with a fundamentalist Amish mother to ask, would you feel comfortable living in the Gaza Strip since you're used to life without electricity? Oh, nah. I'd rather suck on the udders of a bovine with mad cow disease than spend 5 minutes in the Gaza Strip. Even us Amish have butter churning machines. Gaza is in the Stone Age. Wow, how do you know so much about Gaza without electricity? Exactly. I know so much about Israeli human rights abuse because I don't watch fucking American television.
Done! Yes!
Ah! The Israelis shot me even though I'm nowhere near the fence. Well, at least she'll go to heaven, right? Welcome to the afterlife. When you walk through that gate, you'd go straight to hell.
Well, I'm used to living a simple Amish life, so nothing could faze me, not even if hell was the Gaza Strip. Oh no, we've made hell much worse. When you walk through that gate, you get alone time with Anthony Weiner. No! Alright, let's finish this. Say your final words.
Let's end the episode like an Israeli sniper, which actually means we're gonna drag the torture out. But please, I need you to stay. I'm lonely without you. I can only think of one song to end this episode.
וואי, זה סרטון! יאה!